welcome. You're listening and watching to Live and Loose here in the Hunter Brothers studios at Edge Entertainment Australia. I'm joined by three very talented individuals. Firstly, to my right, Mr. Bennett from the Rock Pit. How are you, sir?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for the invite this evening.
You're sounding very sexy with that husky voice of yours. It'd almost be reminiscent of a Sunday night just gone.
No, maybe not. Maybe it's still that guitar pick from 2 weeks ago stuck down my throat.
We can definitely blame Mr. Viney for that one. And also joined by two of the probably more important band members of the Silent Deeds. Matt and Andy, how are we, gents?
Great.
Good, thanks. Thanks for having us.
No, mate, I'm just great you've turned up, unlike the third member of the band that decided to no-show.
Standard. Corey operates on Corey times.
Oh, look, we do love him. But
He'll be here, but tomorrow.
Yeah, we do love him, but we would love him more if he actually turned up. Look, hoping he's going to turn up tomorrow night, obviously, for this huge launch that you guys are doing at Amplify at 7:30 for the music video of Ghost. Very, very excited about that one. Can you give us a bit of a rundown of who's on the gig at Amplify with you guys?
Well, we'll be joined by two other bands.
Yep.
Scatterback, who will be opening the night, which the lovely Sean Bennett put us onto, and they're pretty awesome.
Wonderful band, yeah.
And we'll be then backed up by the Caballeros, who we've wanted to do a gig with for Reverend a Day, and I know Andy's a big fan.
I reckon that'll be worth the price of admission alone, to be honest.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're on there too, so that's good.
Oh, you're my favourite. Like, let's not beat around the bush here. I didn't get them on the show.
Sorry.
Yeah, I got you guys on. I must admit, though, their backup dancers are quite captivating. And lead singer, I can't remember his name.
Jake,
yes, that's it. With his retro microphone.
Yes, he's
Very
old school
cool.
there, isn't he?
He's and he knows how to entertain a crowd, but not as good as you guys, though, just quietly. I do. I'm a big fan.
I don't know. He'd be pretty close,
I've seen you guys a few times.
He gets the juices flowing.
You guys had that, when we were at the Rosie, pretty packed out on a Sunday afternoon on a school night, mate. That was pumping, I must admit. Okay, you guys do a lot of regional work. Your last big gig that you had was down at Hopetown. Seen all the photos and pictures on Facebook, and if you haven't seen them, jump on the Silent Deeds, as you can see up on the screen here at the moment. We'll also put the link in the video too. There was actually something quite interesting about Hopetown. You guys actually performed in the back of a semi.
We did, yeah.
It was pretty awesome. Time.
You've been more than one?
Keller Barron.
Oh, Keller.
A little mini truck that we played off the back of.
An old Dodge truck. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
If someone farted, you'd be eating it. But, but thankfully, the truck at Oaktown was nice and big.
A bit
more room. I think the best part about that gig was the rider was drunk by the band manager before we could even get a couple of beers in. I wonder who that was. Who was?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I resemble that remark. I have to test everyone because I'm not having my lads poisoned.
Oh, yeah, you're all about quality control.
Exactly.
He is. No, he definitely had the best time. But
definitely had the best time.
It was awesome. I don't think his drive home the next day was very good because we'd arranged for Corey to drive back with Sean, and fortunately Corey doesn't drive a manual, which he failed to let Sean know. So
really,
Sean had to do the 6.5 hour trek.
Wow.
With a hangover.
With a hangover. Driving a manual. Corey doesn't turn up and doesn't drive manual. Well, there you go. There's
at least he doesn't snore, so it's all right.
Yeah.
He doesn't snore, so he kept me awake all the way back, so it was good. No, he was a good companion to have, and we played plenty of music and chatted plenty of stories, so it was good fun.
So if you guys are obviously in I'm presuming the lead vehicle, where were you two guys?
We were driving back in our car.
Oh, okay. Not in that one.
We made it in record time.
Okay. While sticking to the speed limit, of course.
It.
Having a look at the photos, obviously, on Facebook page, a lot of the punters that were there, and there was some big numbers at Hopetown. You guys have some absolutely amazing merch. Like, I've seen the shirts, which obviously you're wearing today, and the hat as well.
Yeah, Silent Deeds man for the night.
He is, mate. He's
I'm the mannequin.
Mate, and a sexy mannequin you are. Are all those pieces of merch or that range of merch going to be at tomorrow night's gig at Amplify?
Well, the last shirts were sold down in Hopetown, and
wow.
we haven't been able to get some in yet, but the new hats are in, and
nice.
There'll be plenty of hats to go around.
Have we got prices
tomorrow
on those?
What is it? Normally one for 25 or two for 60.
Bargain.
Hang on a minute. Someone's not good at math, but really good at playing guitar and lead.
Yeah, I think we'll leave the prices up to the manager, but I think one for 25.
They get cheaper every beer I have, so come and see me later in the evening.
Yeah, and I'm also be flogging off some Rock Pit merch too on that
very
table. I'm
nice.
sure the boys from Scatterback and
Yes,
the Cabs
yes,
have some stuff
definitely.
to go as well. So
Sure, EP
you could
be there as well.
Yeah, you could EP. Yep.
Yeah, excellent.
EP.
But something I've got to add on their merch is the guys have really done something. It's always a nice, clear, simple merch line they do, and everyone loves it. Wherever they go, people buy it. Calabarin, we went to a grand final day at Calabarin where most of the pub were hammered before these guys even got to come on stage. And there was literally loads had gone home and been sent. And the few that were left cleared the merch out. They spent more on the merch at that show than they'd done in some of
They
the
do
Perth
love
shows. It's
regional.
crazy.
I know that I've go out to Calabarin a fair bit with my previous job, and the guys there really do love it when you come out because it's you're basically bringing talent and entertainment to them because it's in the middle of nowhere. It's 300 and some odd k's down Great Eastern Highway. There ain't much around apart from Tamman, and let's face it, you blink and drive through that and you miss it.
And loud trains.
Yeah.
I've got to say, the big sheep farmer that was 6'6" and weighing 180 kilos looked great in that small Silent Deeds t-shirt because that's all that was left.
Apparently, we now
And
sell
he
crop
was-
tops.
He was going to be convincing to wear that. I'm having that.
In all,
It's not
in all
your size.
fairness, I think a lot of them bought shirts because they had spewed up on their actual t-shirts and needed a clean one to not stink. But
Look,
you
it
know.
is what it is. I
Bought
mean,
the
We'll take
CDs.
it. We'll take
they
it.
bought the CDs as drink coasters because they'd run out. But no, it was it just amazes me that a small crowd can spend so much money in those rural towns, and without bands like the Deeds going out there, the support that they get back from these people is great. So
definitely.
makes
And they
it
really do
worthwhile.
appreciate it when you go out and do
it's
a
always the
regional
best
gig.
fun, those trips away, without a doubt.
I can imagine there'd be a few stories that you could probably tell, which you probably can't tell, particularly when you're leaving the metropolitan area.
Well, I've already invested in the next away trip. I've bought an automatic.
Automatic what? Sorry, I was like,
That's a
we
$40,000 investment there.
There we go.
Just so Corey can
Just so
do his,
Corey can
do his
drive
share of the
back.
driving. Yeah.
Or it can do something.
Can you give us an idea as to when the next regional tour is going to be, and do you have any idea regarding areas that you're going to?
Well, we can announce a good one actually. That literally locked in today is Bunbury. So the boys will be heading off down to Prince of Wales, which
Very nice.
Mitch down there has fitted us in on the 29th of May, I believe, which we're going to be working on promo in the next few days. We'll get ghosts out of the way and we'll get
Perfect.
flyers and events all set up, and the boys will be going down to Bunbury to do and it's a full show, so they're not even got bands on the bill, it's just them. So they've got the whole night. It'll be
look
their
out.
regional
Old
show
stomping
in-
ground.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
Bunbury is, yeah.
Very,
used
very
to go down
nice.
there a lot when I was younger in a cover band back in the day.
Oh wow. That could be something that's built in into the gig down there. Speaking of gig, where can people get tickets for the tomorrow night's gig at Amplify at 7:30?
I believe it's door sale only tomorrow night. Yeah,
So
at
get
Amps.
there early. Obviously,
there
there'll be
early.
a limited number. I think from memory, they're 15. Is that at
Yeah,
the door?
15 at the door, and you've
Yep.
got to get their limited number because there's about 27 members of the Caballeros in the band, so
jeez,
that takes a load up.
It does, yes.
And then the film crew, who we've invited, the guys have invited along. I think they take up about another 15 members of the crowd. So,
So basically, get there before 6 to get your spot.
Yeah, definitely.
All the information for that event will be obviously on the Facebook page. We'll put something on ours as well, and we'll put the link in the video as well. We're going to wrap up this segment very, very quickly, and then the next one we're going to talk about the anticipated arrival of the Ghost music clip. Thanks very much, guys. You've been listening and watching to Live and Loose here with the Silent Deeds and the ever popular Mr. Sean Bennett.